20 Days continues in Mystic, and for a group of young adults in this quaint community, the 90s will always mean two things: art and music.
Channel 3's Marcy Jones is joining us again live right now. She has more on their incredible story. Hi there, Marcy.
Hi there. Yes, we absolutely do. You've probably heard the expression, what's old is new again. And that's definitely true when it comes to trends and fashion. The same thing when it comes to arts and music. And of course, we've got to talk about these amazing people. They came together in the 90s, came up with this fanzine called The Root of Twinkle. I told you I would tell you about that. And then they kind of fell out of touch. And guess what? They came back together again and made a special issue. Here's how it happened.
If you made it into Root of Twinkle, you were on your way. And that's not an exaggeration.
Songwriter and multi-instrumentalist Mystic native Rich Freya says, in the case of local talent, making it into the fanzine Root of Twinkle was a measure of success in the early 90s. Started by two best friends, Eva Peck and Vanessa Gazzari, the duo published 5 issues between 91 and 95. Friend of the creators, artist and photographer Michelle Gemma remembers helping promote Root of Twinkle, especially around one of their favorite spots, Mystic Disc.
It builds excitement to the next issue, to the next show, to the next poetry reading, and all of us felt an obligation to help promote it.
Articles featured reviews of performances, poetry readings, photography shows, and more. Rich remembers being interviewed about his band and how the girls asked some tough questions.
My band, the 17 Relics, were not the most prolific songwriters, and some other bands in town could crank out like a song every week. And so they did an interview with us, and they were like, why can't you guys write more songs? You know, you're supposed to be this great band.
Michelle says as time went on, the fanzine gained a following. The group would often put on shows to keep the lights on and the publications coming.
We had to pay a heat bill one year, so we're like, let's have a dance party. We'll collect $5 and we're going to give these guys a great show.
But like in many situations, life changes. People move away and fall out of touch. That's what happened for many years until an idea came to Michelle late one summer night in 2020, in the height of the COVID-19 pandemic.
I messaged her on Instagram and I said, Eva, it's Michelle. I just had a great idea. You're in town for the summer. Let's do a Root of Twinkle. Like, we can do this. You know, we'll cover the pandemic, we'll cover the protests.
After weeks of outreach, research, and good old-fashioned reporting, Root of Twinkle released their first issue in 25 years, selling out of their 100 copies quickly.
People were like, my kids don't understand why I'm so excited about the Root of Twinkle. And so even though people are, you know, have moved on maybe in life with kids and marriage, they still felt this initial pull of nostalgia for Mystic in the 90s.
Like many of the cultural events archived at Root of Twinkle, it's important to move on, but always remember where you came from.
Future, you know, you're not stuck in the past, you know, you're in the present moment always, and you're always looking to the future, but you bring the past with you. You bring the best bits of the past.